So welcome back to another episode of PES History. Today I have something special. I have never played the full version of this game. We have PES 2019 on the Xbox. In terms of reviews, PES 2019 got an 8.2 out of 10 from IGN, 9 out of 10 from GameSpot, and 79% on Metacritic. And today, for the first time on the channel, I'll be playing the full version. We're going to see the features, we're going to take a look at all the things we can do in this game still, and we'll see what the gameplay's like at the end. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like for me, and make sure you subscribe for more PES history. This is the wallpaper, and this has Coutinho on the front. This game came out in 2018, so it's been a while since then, and Barcelona was the premium partner of this game. The servers do not work for this game. It's been shut for a long time, and it says that the necessary login data could not be acquired from the PES 2019 server. Here is the main menu for PES 2019. So we've got skills training on the home tab, and we've got kickoff. You can see exhibition match, co-op, versus and training mode. And then we go to online, which has my club, online divisions, co-op, quick match. None of this stuff will work today because of the servers. Offline, we have Master League, Become a Legend, League, and Cup. And then there's extras like live updates, replay gallery, and some system settings. So this menu is a little bit different to PES 18. It resembles a little bit of eFootball, very simple, just has the tiles. Looks like a mobile game, you can just tap on the different things there. PES games did feature an edit mode, so while teams were unlicensed, there was a pretty good edit mode where you could plug in a USB with option files in it and just import the kits, the club names, and make it look more legit. eFootball doesn't have an edit mode at the moment, but you could change all the leagues, all the team names, and you wouldn't even know that this was a generic game after. The option files really helped a lot back then. Here's a quick look at the soundtrack, and I don't really recognize any of these songs. Let's go to the training mode now. We need to take a look at the practice arena. I like how you can select the teams for the practice arena. In FC25, we cannot even do that. It's very hard to change teams, very hard to change formations and players. But in this game, it was pretty simple. You could even change the stadium as well. So it could be your home ground, or you could change it to any of the available stadiums in the game. You can even adjust the weather and the length of the grass in the practice arena as well. You can even change the lineup and select players and remove players. This practice arena has all the settings that the other PES games have as well. So you can choose the attack or defense side. You can do a practice match, or you can do free kicks, penalties, corner kicks. You can change the amount of players on each side and the difficulty, fouls on or off. So this looks pretty cool. It reminds me of the lockdown era, empty stadiums, and I think it's actually raining in the practice arena as well. But the graphics look pretty good. The grass looks nice. I feel like this is already going to be a good game just by me passing the ball around. But at the time, if you compared this to what we had in FIFA 19, this was miles better. It had so many more features. Anyway, you could easily pass a lot of time in the practice arena, but what we're going to do now is return to the main menu. So while there was Master League, there was also a league mode and a cup mode. This is probably like tournament mode, where you have a league that you can play in with multiple users, but you don't have any of the transfers, any of the career mode stuff. And the cup would be just you enjoying a cup tournament without the career mode stuff. Let's take a look at Become a Legend now, because this was the player career mode. So we have some general settings before the player career mode starts. You can choose from original player or existing player. You can change the player name, and you can edit the appearance as well. Customization in this one is pretty good. There's a lot of different options for the face. You can also change the hairstyles, even though to me the hairstyles did not really look that good because the hair technology in this game wasn't very good, but I guess it did the job. In terms of physique, there was a lot of customization. You could do the height, the weight, the shoulder height, chest measurement, thigh size. So yeah, if you wanted to bulk him up, you could. If you wanted to make him taller, you could as well. There's a few different boots you can choose from. A lot will be licensed from Adidas, possibly Nike as well. There's a lot of different things here as well, like sock length and long sleeve inners. Possibly more customization than what FIFA 19 offered at the time. In terms of motion, you could change the corner kick, the free kick, run-ups, celebrations as well, and also dribbling. Weak foot, you could bump it up to 4. Now we give the guy a name and also put the name on the jersey. You could even set up a commentary name if it's available from some of the presets. Now we select a position for the player, and there's a lot of different positions we can choose from. Take a look at that long list there. I think I'll just be a goal poacher. And based on the things you choose, it's going to give you some default attributes. So that's what it looks like there. And apparently we start as a 17-year-old. Now we need to select a league. And while we can select a league, we can't select an individual club. So if we choose the English league, the game will generate a team for us within that league. We have signed our first contract with South Wales. That is a generic club. I don't know who that's supposed to be at the moment. We get messages from the secretary and the assistant coach. And here's a look at the main menu here. So we have the news in the middle. You can see some little animated GIFs. There's also the table at the bottom, goal rankings and fixtures on the right. On the left we have forward time, player menu, where there's training, preferred number and position, career records and my data, negotiations, where you can submit a transfer request, my team info, where you can take a look at the schedule and results and game plan, database here, where you can take a look at club rankings or national team rankings. Barcelona's leading the way there. And then there's also system settings where you can take a look at the save stuff. Let's see how we train our player. Okay, so we have to play the matches, get focus points, and then we can upgrade our player like that. And that's basically your player career mode. You just run around, try and grab some goals. Let's move on to Master League next. This is like your manager career mode. There's some general settings that we need to take a look at. So club operations, there's classic and challenge. In challenge mode, you can expect to run into more obstacles in managing your squad. You may find players tougher to deal with and contracts harder to negotiate, and your players may sign for other clubs. A run of poor results or trouble with the team, and you may even be shown the door. That's pretty interesting. And then there's also match level, which is your match difficulty. There's the match time, currency unit, classic players on or off, and stops during the transfer window. We'll choose club team lineup here, and we also have to choose the club where we will start our career. Your contract is renewed on a yearly basis. Meanwhile, offers from other clubs give you chances to ply your trade elsewhere. Let's just choose Liverpool today, and we have to select our nationality, and now we enter our manager's details, and also the appearance. If you compared this to what was available in FIFA 19 career mode, this was so much better. We couldn't even create or customize a manager in FIFA 19 career mode. In this one you could. Hairstyles were also available on the manager and glasses as well. This is the first cutscene you see when you start up a new save, and it says you joined Liverpool as their manager. You can pose for photos, and at the time FIFA 19 career mode did not have this. But here's a look at the main menu. You have your news in the middle. There's also forward time, team management, my team info, manager's office, database and system. In the middle you have standings and goal ranking. On the right you have the calendar. Now let's take a look at the time. In team management we had the game plan, negotiations, training. There was also youth team training at the time. You can also train the main players in your team. You would just click on that and select one. Some will boost up certain attributes more than others. There was also skill training, so you can issue instructions for skill training here, and you can choose to select players for this kind of training as well. You could see monthly stats as well and season stats. Here's a look at the squad list, and you can see if your players are on the decline or if they're increasing. You can even take a look at their attributes as well. Manager's office lets you take a look at past glory, my favorite players, so you can save I think one player each season and preserve their stats from that season. You can take a look at the results and manager offers as well from club and national teams. Then there's also the database where you can take a look at rankings and team info, competition info. And then there's also the save settings as well. So from what I can see here, PES 19 career mode probably seemed to be better than FIFA 19 manager career mode. For today's exhibition match, we have Barcelona vs PSG. I remember when I played the PES 19 demo, I really enjoyed the game. So I'm looking forward to playing the full version finally. Immediately I noticed that the grass looks very nice, the graphics as well. At least for the licensed grounds. I'm not sure about any generic grounds, but for the ones that they are partners with, they did a good job. And the gameplay definitely feels like those old PES games. Much better than eFootball and less chaotic when compared to FIFA as well. I love the dribbling. I love how you have time to think a little when you get the ball. Let's see Messi now on the ball. He's going to go for the finesse, and it's way off. Suarez lays it off. And we go over the top looking for Coutinho, and we almost found him. Buffon has to punch it away. Suarez looking for Messi. It finds Roberto, who plays it back to Suarez. First time hit, Buffon with the save. I have to say that even though this game was made in 2018, the graphics look fine and the gameplay still feels nice. It's got that old PES feeling, and that was always a lot of fun to play. But today with this difficulty on, I think, top player, it's a little bit hard to score. And that's always the trouble I have with these difficulties. Sometimes it's too easy. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult but hard to get a shot on target. I can never find the balance. Vidal, Jordi Alba, have a hit, mate. And how did he miss? It was such a good chance. Buffon with another save. I think next year we need to tone down the difficulty because it gets a little bit hard to score. But other than that, it felt like a challenging match. We might even grab a goal here. Messi. Another save by Buffon. I don't know what we have to do to score in this game because I've tried everything. Free header. Another save by Buffon. Yeah, I feel like we should have scored a few goals today. At least one. This game has held up pretty well in 2025 and I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the gameplay and the graphics look good as long as the teams are scanned and licensed. The demo surprised me last year and the full game surprises me this year. And at least finally we have the full game now on the channel. Thank you to the Vapex FC channel members Chris, Callum, Wing, Duffy Boy and Christian. If you want your name featured here at the end of each video, check out the link in the description and join the club. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like for me and make sure you subscribe to get more FC videos.